Let's talk about one of the biggest hidden dangers in email marketing today. You build what you think is a healthy list, you're sending consistently, and then suddenly your deliverability tanks. The open rates collapse, complaints spike, and nobody can explain why.
The hard truth? Sometimes it's not even your fault. If you're on a platform that uses shared sending pools like pooled IP addresses or shared subdomains, your reputation is tied to the behavior of every other sender on that pool.
And here's where cold and co-registration traffic comes into play. Cold traffic is when subscribers are added without ever asking to be there. People who didn't opt in, don't know who you are, and definitely didn't give consent. Co-reg or co-registration is a step better, but still thin. It usually means they checked a box on some unrelated form or their email got bundled with another list.
The problem is both of these sources poison the well. Cold subscribers hit the spam button because they never asked for your email. Co-reg subscribers might not complain as loudly, but they rarely engage. Either way, the shared pool you're in gets flagged by Gmail, Outlook, or Yahoo. That means even your best, most loyal subscribers can suddenly stop seeing your content.
Think about it like moving into an apartment building. You might keep your own place spotless, but if your neighbors leave garbage in the hallway, the entire building smells. And when the landlord gets complaints, everyone suffers. That's how pooled IPs work.
What makes this even more frustrating is the lack of transparency. On a dedicated IP, you can see your sender reputation, track blacklists, and negotiate with mailbox providers if something goes wrong. On a shared pool, you don't get that level of control. You might only see symptoms, higher spam complaints, lower inbox placement, and you're left guessing about the cause.
But there are still levers you control, even inside a shared pool. The first is consent. Every person on your list should have raised their hand twice. Confirmed opt-in, also called double opt-in, is not just a formality. It's a safeguard that ensures the people receiving your emails actually want them.
The second is segmentation. Don't ever dump all new names into your main list. If you're testing a new acquisition channel, wall it off. Send them content on the lower frequency, watch engagement patterns, and only merge them into your core list if they meet your baseline for clicks, opens, and replies.
Then there's authentication. Every business, even on a shared pool, should authenticate their domain with SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. Add BIMI if you can. And don't just send from the platform's generic subdomain. Set up a branded subdomain, like news.yourdomain.com. That gives you partial independence and builds reputation you actually own.
Another critical step is giving subscribers clear exits. When people feel trapped, they complain. Spam complaints weigh more heavily against your reputation than unsubscribes do. Make your unsubscribe link easy to find, and add other off-ramps like update preferences or snooze for 30 days. That simple courtesy can cut complaint rates in half.
So what are the red flags to watch for if your pool is being poisoned? First, reoccurring spikes in spam complaints. If you're normally under 0.1%, but suddenly you're hovering at 0.3 or higher, that's not normal. Second, users blocking all senders from your platform's domain. For example, people blocking all .beehive.com senders. Third, deliverability drops without a clear root cause. No big list import, no risky campaign, but suddenly inbox placement shifts.
And if you see those symptoms, it's time to think seriously about moving to a dedicated IP. The rule of thumb is once you're sending consistently above 100,000 emails per month, you should at least start warming your own IP. That way, you're not at the mercy of strangers in the shared pool.
The transition doesn't have to be complicated, but it does need to be intentional. Start by authenticating a subdomain on your own domain, then work with your ESP to provision a dedicated IP. Warm it up gradually. Start with your most engaged subscribers, sending low volumes at first, and then scale up over several weeks.
While you're warming, keep your list hygiene sharp. Run regular re-engagement campaigns to win back inactive subscribers or clear them out. Use seed testing tools to check inbox placement, and monitor your reputation through tools like Google Postmaster or Microsoft SNDS.
Here's the kicker. Cold and co-reg traffic don't just hurt you today. They create long-term deliverability scars. Once a domain or IP gets a reputation for spam, it can take months to recover even if you change behavior. Prevention is always easier than repair.
That's why we push so hard for confirmed opt-in, clean acquisition, and careful segmentation. Growth for growth's sake is a vanity metric. Real growth is when subscribers actually want to hear from you and when your emails consistently reach the inbox.
To wrap this up, let's lay out the action plan. 1. Enforce confirmed opt-in. 2. Segment and wall off risky sources. 3. Authenticate your sending domain. 4. Give subscribers clear exits to reduce complaints. And 5. Plan your transition to a dedicated IP as soon as your volume supports it.
If you take those steps, you'll protect not just your own deliverability, but also the integrity of the shared pools you're in. And if you don't, well, you could be cleaning up a mess you didn't cause with no easy way out.
If you're not sure where your newsletter stands today, here's our offer. Schedule a free 15-minute clarity consult. We'll run a quick triage on your file, diagnose risks, and give you an action plan you can ship this week. The link is in the description. Don't guess. Don't wait for the next deliverability collapse. Take control of your list now and protect your inbox placement for the future.